Hello coin collectors and numismatic enthusiasts, welcome back to my channel. Today, first up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of British currency history, the United Kingdom 20 pence coin from 1082. If you have one with brown spots and in very fine condition, this video is for you. We'll explore the history, design, special features, and the current market value of this coin in dollars. So, stick around to learn more. Before we get into the specifics of the 1982 UK 20 pence coin, let's take a quick look at its historical background. The United Kingdom officially decimalized its currency on February 15, 1971, moving away from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence. However, it wasn't until 1982 that the 20 pence coin was introduced to fill the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence denominations. This new 20 pence coin was significant because it provided an easier means of transaction for consumers and businesses. It was also one of the first small-sized coins introduced after decimalization, making it a key piece of modern British coinage. The reverse side of the 1982 UK 20 pence coin was designed by William Gardner. It features a crowned Tudor rose, which is a traditional emblem of England, symbolizing unity and history. Surrounding the rose is the inscription 20 pence and the year 1982. This design was carefully crafted to reflect Britain's royal heritage while maintaining a modern appeal. Now, turning to the obverse side, we see the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machen. This portrait was used on British coinage from 1968 until 1984 and is one of the most recognized images of the Queen. The inscriptions include Elizabeth II, D.D. Regina Fidei, which stands for De Gratia Regina Fidei e Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Many collectors have noticed that some of these coins develop brown spots over time. These spots, often caused by oxidation or environmental exposure, appear due to the copper-nickel composition reacting with moisture and air. While these spots can affect the overall grade of the coin, a very fine condition piece still holds significant value among collectors. Now, let's talk about the current market value of this coin. In very fine condition with some brown spots, the 1982 UK 20 pence coin typically sells for $72,000. However, if you have one in uncirculated or mint condition, its value can rise significantly, sometimes reaching up to $74,000 or more, depending on collector demand. For serious numismatists, graded and slabbed versions of this coin, especially with minimal spotting, can be worth even more in auctions and private sales. If you own one, it might be a great addition to your collection or even a profitable investment. That wraps up our deep dive into the United Kingdom 1982 UK pence coin. Even with brown spots, it remains an essential part of British numismatic history. Do you have one in your collection? Next up, we're diving into a fascinating and often overlooked piece, the United Kingdom 20 pence coin from 1987. But this one has a unique characteristic, a brown shade. If you own this coin in very fine condition, you'll want to stick around because we're covering its history, design, features, and most importantly, its current collector market value in dollars. Let's get started. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in the UK in 1982 as part of the decimalization of British currency. The goal was to bridge the gap between the 10p and 50p coins, making transactions easier. By 1987, the design had already become a staple of UK coinage, and the Royal Mint continued producing them with the same specification. This particular 1987 issue was part of the regular series, but over time, some coins developed a brownish shade. This could be due to oxidation, environmental exposure, or improper storage. Though not originally minted this way, the unique patina makes them an interesting find for collectors. The reverse side of the 1987 UK 20 pence coin features the iconic design by William Gardner. It showcases a crowned Tudor rose, a classic emblem of British heritage, symbolizing unity between the House of Lancaster and the House of York. Below the rose, you'll see the denomination 20 prominently displayed. The detailed floral design is enclosed within a heptagonal border, which is one of the most recognizable features of the 20p coin. Now, flipping to the obverse side, we have the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This portrait was used on British coinage from 1985 to 1997 and is well known for its regal and sophisticated details. Surrounding the Queen's image, you'll find the inscription Elizabeth II DD Reg FDD 1987, which translates to Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the brown shade. Coins, especially those made from cupro-nickel, can sometimes develop discoloration due to oxidation. This happens when the metal reacts with moisture and air over time. If your 1987 UK 20p coin has taken on a brownish hue but remains in very fine condition, it's still a valuable collectible. So what is this coin worth today? A regular 1987 UK 20 pence coin in very fine condition typically sells for $66,000. However, if your coin has an unusual patina and is still well preserved, it may fetch a slightly higher price from collectors who appreciate unique toning. Uncirculated versions can go $68,000, and proof versions can command even higher prices, especially if they come in original mint packaging. This is the rarest 20p coin in existence. Its historical significance and unique coloration make it a worthwhile addition to any collection. If you find one in top condition, you might want to hold on to it for future value growth. And that wraps up our deep dive into the United Kingdom 20 pence 1987 coin with a brown shade in very fine condition. It's a fascinating piece of British currency history, and while it may not be the rarest, it still holds value and intrigue for collectors. Next up, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today we'll take a deep dive into the United Kingdom 20 pence 1993 coin, a piece that has sparked interest among collectors, especially those with green and brown spots in very fine condition. We'll cover its history, design, unique features, and most importantly, its collector market value today. Let's get started. To understand the 1993 UK 20 pence coin, we need to look at its origins. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982 to fill the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence denominations. It was designed as part of the decimalization of British currency, which began in 1971. By the early 1990s, the 20 pence had become a staple in everyday transactions. The 1993 issue was part of the standard production run during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Unlike some other years, this coin didn't have major errors or variations, but its condition and certain environmental factors like green and brown spots have made it a point of discussion among collectors. The reverse side of the 20 pence coin, designed by William Gardner, features the iconic crowned Tudor rose. The Tudor rose is a symbol of unity, representing the merging of the House of York and the House of Lancaster after the War of the Roses. Around the edge, you'll find the inscription 20 pence, along with the year 1993. The intricate detailing makes this design one of the most recognized in British numismatics. On the obverse, we see the beloved portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This particular effigy was used on British coins from 1985 to 1997. The inscription around the Queen's portrait reads, Elizabeth II, DD, which stands for Dei Gratia Regina Fide Defensor, Latin for By the Grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The heptagonal shape of the 20-pence coin, which is seven-sided but smooth-edged, ensures it is easily distinguishable by touch alone. Now let's discuss a unique characteristic that affects many older coins, including the 1993 UK 20-pence green and brown spots. These spots are usually caused by environmental exposure, oxidation, or storage conditions. The green spots are typically due to copper oxidation, while brown discoloration may be the result of prolonged exposure to moisture or handling over time. These spots, while affecting the aesthetic appeal, do not always significantly reduce the coin's market value, especially in very fine condition. Many collectors are still interested in acquiring well-preserved examples. Now the big question, how much is this coin worth in today's market? Well, it depends on its condition and rarity. A 199320 pence coin in very fine condition with some oxidation or spotting generally sells for $55,000. If the coin is in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, the value can rise to $58,000 or more. For those graded by professional services with a near-perfect rating, prices can go up to $59,000 or beyond, depending on demand. It may be the rarest or most expensive UK coin. The 1993 UK 20 pence remains a solid piece for beginner collectors and those interested in British decimal coinage. That wraps up our deep dive into the United Kingdom 20 pence 1993 coin. It's a fascinating piece of numismatic history with a striking design and a reasonable collector's value. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating British coin, the 1997 United Kingdom 20 pence piece, particularly one that has developed a brown patina over time. If you own this coin in very fine condition, you'll want to stick around as we discuss its history, unique design, key features, and how much it's worth in today's collector market. Let's get started. To understand this coin's significance, let's go back in time. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982, during the country's shift toward a more modern decimalized currency system. It was created to fill the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence coins, providing an efficient way for everyday transactions. By 1997, the United Kingdom 20 pence coin had firmly established itself as a key part of the UK's circulating currency. Coins minted in this year are of particular interest to collectors due to their consistent use and the way they age over time, sometimes developing a brown patina. Now let's take a closer look at the design and features of the 1997 United Kingdom 20 pence coin. The obverse side of this coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This portrait was in circulation from 1985 to 1997 and is known for its detailed depiction of the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem. Surrounding the portrait, we see the inscriptions Elizabeth Tech, DD Reg, FD 1199, which stand for By the Grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Flipping to the reverse, we see the timeless Tudor rose design created by William Gardner. This emblematic symbol of England represents the historic unification of the houses of York and Lancaster. The denomination 20 is clearly displayed beneath the rose, with the word pence arching above it. The heptagonal shape of the coin remains one of its defining features, allowing for easy identification by touch. Some of these 1997 UK 20 pence coins have developed a brown patina over time. This discoloration often occurs due to oxidation, environmental exposure, or being stored in less than ideal conditions. While it doesn't always increase a coin's value, it does make each piece uniquely distinctive and can be an attractive feature for collectors who appreciate natural toning. Now the question every collector wants answered: how much is this coin worth today? The value of a 1997 United Kingdom 20 pence coin in very fine condition with a brown patina depends on collector demand. Typically, these coins in very fine condition sell for $45,000. For those who enjoy collecting British decimal coins, this is an affordable and interesting addition. And if you have one with unique toning patterns, you may find a collector willing to pay a premium. That wraps up our in-depth look at the 1997 United Kingdom 20p coin. Whether you have one in your collection or are looking to acquire one, it remains a fascinating piece of British currency history. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coinage, exploring the United Kingdom 20p 1998 coin. If you have one with light gray spots and in fine condition, stay tuned as we break down its history, design, features, and most importantly, its current collector's market value. Let's get started. The 20p coin was introduced in 1982 as part of the UK's decimal currency system. Before that, British currency was based on the old pre-decimal system, which was a bit complex compared to modern coinage. By the late 20th century, the need for a higher value small coin became clear, and thus the 20p coin was born. The 1998 edition is a part of this enduring series, playing a significant role in everyday transactions. 1998 was an interesting year in British coinage, as it continued the tradition of the 20p coin with a design that had already been well established. However, over the years, collectors have noticed some variations, including coins that develop light gray spots, affecting their condition and value. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1998 United Kingdom 20p coin. On the reverse side, we see a stunning representation of the Royal Badge of England, designed by William Gardner. The design features a crowned Tudor rose, which symbolizes the union of the House of Lancaster and the House of York. Below the rose, we have the face value 20p, and the date 1998 sits at the bottom. Flipping the coin over, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This was the third definitive portrait of the Queen, designed by Raphael Maclouf. Unlike the later portraits, this one features a more stylized and youthful depiction of Her Majesty, emphasizing her regal presence. The inscriptions include Elizabeth II, DD, Reg FD, meaning by the grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith, and of course, 1998. Now, let's talk about a common issue found on some of these coins: light gray spotting. This happens due to oxidation, improper storage, or exposure to humidity. While it doesn't necessarily ruin the coin, it does affect its grade, moving it into the fine condition category. Despite this, collectors still seek these coins for their historical and numismatic significance. So, what's the value of this coin in today's collector's market? In fine condition with light gray spots, this 1998 UK 20p coin typically sells for $42,000. However, if you have one in uncirculated or near mint condition, prices can jump to $44,000 or more, especially if it's graded and slabbed by a professional service. Rare variations or error coins from this year can also fetch higher premiums. For serious collectors, investing in a well-preserved or error version of this coin could be a great addition to their collection. Always keep an eye on online auctions, as prices can fluctuate based on demand. That wraps up our deep dive into the United Kingdom 20p 1998 coin. Despite light gray spots, this coin holds great historical and numismatic value. Next up, we're diving into a unique and intriguing coin, the United Kingdom 20p 2004, with a fine condition featuring a light golden layer on the obverse side and blue spots on the reverse side. We'll explore its history, design, features, and most importantly, its collector's market value today. If you have one of these in your collection, stay tuned because this could be a valuable piece. The 20p coin was first introduced in 1982 as part of the decimalization process in the UK. Unlike earlier coins, It had a heptagonal shape, making it instantly recognizable. By 2004, the 20p had become a staple of UK currency, but specific variations such as the one we're discussing today can make a collector's item truly special. 2004 was a significant year in UK numismatics. This 20p coin features the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. It was widely circulated, but some variations like the golden-toned obverse and blue-spotted reverse have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. The obverse side features the iconic Ian Rank Broadley portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, first introduced in 1998. It shows a mature representation of the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most famous crowns. Surrounding the portrait, you'll find the inscriptions, Elizabeth II Grey Defender of the Faith DD 2004, which stands for, By the Grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith. Now, what makes some of these coins special is the light golden hue on the obverse side. This effect can be due to planchet variations, environmental exposure, or minor minting anomalies, making it a rare and fascinating collector's find. On the reverse, we see the traditional Tudor rose, a symbol of England's rich history, designed by William Gardner. The Tudor rose has appeared on British coinage for centuries, representing unity between the houses of York and Lancaster. The face value, 20 pence, is inscribed prominently below. However, some coins, especially those exposed to different environmental conditions, develop blue oxidation spots. This phenomenon can occur due to the interaction of the metal alloy with moisture and other elements. While it affects the coin's grade, it also adds a level of uniqueness that some collectors find desirable. So how much is this coin worth today? The value of the 2004 United Kingdom 20 pence coin varies depending on its condition and rarity. In fine condition with slight wear, minor discoloration, and blue spotting, it typically sells $35,000. However, if you have one in an uncirculated state or with an exceptionally rare toning pattern, the price can go up to $37,000, and in graded proof conditions, even higher. Collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for unique variations, so if your coin has distinct toning or anomalies, it could be worth more than the average market price. That wraps up our deep dive into the United Kingdom 20 pence 2004 coin with its light golden obverse and blue-spotted reverse. It's a fascinating piece of numismatic history, and whether you're collecting for fun or investment, this is definitely a coin to watch out for. Next up, we'll explore a fascinating and valuable piece of British currency, the 2005 United Kingdom 20 pence coin. If you own one in very fine condition, especially with gray and silver shading, you might be holding a sought-after collector's item. We'll cover its rich history, unique design, key features, and current market value in dollars. Stay tuned as we dive into the story behind this intriguing coin. To appreciate the significance of the 2005 UK 20 pence coin, we need to understand the evolution of British decimal coinage. The 20 pence piece was first introduced in 1982 as part of the decimalisation movement that transformed the UK's currency system. Its goal was to create a practical and efficient monetary system to replace the traditional pounds, shillings, and pence. By 2005, the 20 pence coin had firmly established itself as a widely used denomination in Britain. The Royal Mint continued producing these coins with minor design updates while maintaining their recognizability and usability in daily transactions. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this beautiful coin. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This particular effigy, introduced in 1998, remained on UK coinage until 2015. It shows a matured depiction of the Queen, with sharp details and a dignified profile. Surrounding the portrait, we see the inscriptions Elizabeth II DD, FD 20 pence, reaffirming her title and the coin's denomination. Flipping to the reverse, we see the design crafted by William Gardner in 1982, which remained unchanged for decades due to its simplicity and elegance. The design features the Tudor rose, a symbol of unity, combining the white rose of York and the red rose of Lancaster. This design choice reflects Britain's deep historical roots and royal heritage. The bold numerals 20 prominently mark the coin's denomination. One of the interesting features of the 2005 UK 20 pence coin is its variation in shading. Some collectors have noted that certain coins exhibit a gray and silver tone, which could be due to oxidation, environmental exposure, or a unique minting process. While this does not necessarily increase the coin's base value, it does make some specimens stand out among collectors. Now, let's talk about the market value of this coin. In very fine condition, a standard 2005 UK 20 pence coin typically sells for $32,000. However, if you have a rare variation, such as one with striking gray-silver shading or an error, its value can climb significantly, sometimes reaching $34,000 among niche collectors. Uncirculated and proof versions fetch even higher premiums. If you have a high-grade version, it's always a good idea to get it appraised or graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to maximize its value. The demand for well-preserved 20 pence coins remains steady, especially among UK currency enthusiasts. That wraps up our in-depth look at the United Kingdom 20 pence 2005 coin. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, this coin is a fascinating addition to any collection. Next up, we have a fascinating discussion about the United Kingdom 20 pence 2010 coin, particularly those with green, black, and brown shades due to oxidation and handling. If you have one in very fine condition, you might be curious about its history, design, features, and most importantly, its market value today. Let's dive right in. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982 as part of the UK's decimal currency system. Unlike previous coins, the 20p was the first heptagonal coin introduced into general circulation, making it stand out. The 2010 edition was part of a long series of 20p coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. However, what makes some of these coins particularly interesting today are their color variations caused by natural and environmental factors. These coins were minted in huge numbers, but over time certain factors like exposure to moisture, oxidation, and circulation wear have caused some to develop unique green, black, and brown tones. While these changes do not always enhance value, they make each coin unique. The reverse side of the 2010 UK 20 pence coin features a design by Matthew Dent. His design is part of a larger series that, when assembled, forms the Royal Shield of Arms. This particular section of the shield displays part of the lion passant, which symbolizes strength and courage. Around the edge, you'll see the inscription 20 pence. Now, flipping to the obverse side, we see the well-known portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and was used until 2015. The inscriptions include Elizabeth II, D.D. Reg. FD.N., and the year 2010. The lettering and details are crisp, even on circulated coins. Some 2010 UK 20p coins exhibit a unique green, black, or brown hue, often due to oxidation or exposure to environmental elements like water, air, and soil. These shades form over time when the copper-nickel alloy interacts with external conditions. Greenish tones usually indicate copper oxidation, while black and brown shades might result from handling or prolonged exposure to different materials. While discoloration generally lowers a coin's numismatic grade, some collectors find these unique tones attractive, especially if the coin maintains strong details and is in very fine condition. Now let's talk about the collector market value of the 2010 UK 20p coin. In very fine condition, these coins generally trade for $22,000, depending on overall eye appeal and demand. However, coins with interesting toning might fetch slightly higher prices among specialized collectors. If you have a mint condition or uncirculated version, the value can rise to $24,000, particularly if it is slabbed and graded by a professional coin authentication service. While not extremely rare, these coins remain popular in UK and worldwide collections. That wraps up our discussion on the 2010 United Kingdom 20 pence coin. Whether your coin has developed unique shades or remains in its original bright finish, it's still a wonderful addition to any collection. Do you own one of these coins? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin collecting content. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.